Hello, my name is Chris. Let's start with opening up the program. So you started up the program and this is what you see. So there's three buttons on the left side over here: Home, Learn and Sync Settings. We're not going to make this complicated. We just start with Home. You can start a new project or you can open a project. And here are also projects that have been made recently. But if you want to open an old project, you use this button. So let's start with a new project. Okay, Premiere Pro now asks you what is the name of your project and where do you want to put it. So let's say this first one is called Lesson 1. And I want to put this in my folder on my hard drive, Premiere Pro Basic course. You can put it everywhere you want, of course. And we put it in the folder starting up the program. Okay, the folder is selected. This is in Dutch, but it says select folder. And we give it a name. We have some details over here. We leave it at standard. And also all these options we leave at standard. We press OK, and now the program is really opened. And as you can see, we have a lot of windows. And if you have a different kind of version of the windows, you can go to Window, Workspaces, and go to All Panels. You can make your own layout, but we'll talk about this later. So first of all, we do All Panels. And normally I'm working with two screens, but for this recording I only work with one screen. It's a 4K screen, so I have a lot of room. And I also do 4K video, so a 4K screen is preferable if you do that, but it's not necessary. Also, two screens is not necessary. If you only have one, that's no problem. I often work only on my laptop and I only have one screen then. So I use a different layout, but for this, we just start with the layout All Panels. Okay, as you can see over here, there are a lot of panels grouped. And there are also a lot of panels you don't use, like Edit to Tape. That's one that was used in earlier versions where you would use videotapes instead of memory cards. It's still in the program because probably people still use it. A lot of us won't. So what we can do is close this panel. And you can close all the panels you don't want to use. Also, the capture window is also if you're capturing from a device like a recorder or a video camera with a tape in it. We don't use it, close the panel. So, what are the panels we use? Well, first of all, the main panel is the project panel. And as you see, if I hold my mouse and I get this cursor, I can drag things around and make it bigger. If I select a window, it gets a blue line, and if I press the tilde key, that's next to the one on your Windows keypad, it maximizes it so you get it full screen. If you press the tilde key again, it goes back to its original settings. So, in the project window, that's where you import your media. It's also stated here. So let's do that. You can import by going to File and Import. Or as you can see, press Ctrl I. Or what I normally do is double click in the window. It opens the window you used the last time you opened something in Premiere. I want to import something from my introduction course, and another thing I like to do is keep my stuff organized. That's for in the program, but also for in Windows. So as you can see, when I make a new project, I put in a few folders. I put in an artwork folder, a graphics folder, a music folder, a Premiere folder, and a video folder. And in my video folder, I find my video files. So this is the video for the introduction. If I double click it again, it gets imported in Premiere. And as you can see now in my project window, there is my video. And if I even can scroll through it, you can see stuff is happening. If I double click my video, it puts it in the source window. And in the source window, you select the parts of the video you want to use. But let's not just start editing yet, just have a look. So these are the most important windows at the moment. There is an effect control window. I like to put this next to my source window, so I do that by dragging it, and you can see if I put it here, it put it next to the window. If I put it in here, it groups it with these windows. And if I select my source window again, here I can see my effects from this clip. Here is my audio meter. And here are some title tools, which I won't use at the moment, so I close all these panels. And when the last one is closed, it gives me a bit more room. Here is my tool window. And as you can see now, I normally put my effects on this side. And there, this reference window can close, this style window can close, and my program window, I put my program window next to my source, so they are in one window together. I close my audio, and I close my audio track mixer. So now I'm left with the project, the effects I can browse, the media browser, which I don't use, and the libraries, which I don't use. These are Adobe libraries. So I'm left with my project, my effects, my effect control, my source window, and my program window. And my program window is connected to my timeline. So let's say I put something on my timeline. The program is the reference for the timeline. But we'll get in that later. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to save your layout. And let's go there now.